Well, today I thought I'd do a review of my truck. I've been wanting to do one for a while. I just hadn't really got around to doing it, but that's what I'm doing today. This is my 2007 Ford F-250 Lariat FX4 off-road. I've had it for about 5 months now. Hadn't had a single problem out of it. The only thing that's really happened is the headlight connectors, actually both of them, just quit working. So I had to replace those. Other than that, nothing else. Everything is the way I bought it. I bought it with this ranch hand on it, and that light bar. I actually took all this off and put it back on last night. So I had it off for probably about a month. Liked it with it off for a little while. Decided I really missed the light bar, and it looks different. It just looks unique with that ranch hand. The only thing I've done to this truck is, you can see right there, it's straight piped with a 6-inch tip. I will definitely have some clips of that exhaust in here. This truck is not a quiet truck by any means. Everybody knows 6.0s are loud, just stock exhaust. Not from the exhaust, but from the engine. But now that this truck has straight piped and an axle dump with a 6-inch tip, it is ridiculously loud. So let's do a quick walk around of the truck. It's not the cleanest. I actually did give it a good detail about a week ago, but obviously I've been driving it since then. It's gonna get dirty. I did pressure wash it last night just to get anything that was on there off. It's a really good looking truck. It shines up really good. The only things that are wrong with the paint, there's a little scratch right there. Don't know how it happened. There's a little scratch right there. Other than that, that's about it though. When I bought it, it did have a big dent right there. We got that fixed though. And I didn't actually know this when I bought the truck, but the reason this ranch hand's on there and the reason these headlights look so good is because the guy that had it before me actually hit a deer. So obviously he replaced the headlights. I'm sure it broke one. Yeah, so I guess he got the brush guard just in case he hit any more deer. I have yet to hit a deer with this truck. I don't really want to. I don't really know how this ranch hand would stand up to a deer. It's strong. It's definitely sturdy. But hitting a deer probably like 40 miles an hour, I have no idea what it would do. So now we'll take a little look up under the hood. Overall, it's a very clean engine. It's got a rebuilt turbo. It's got a brand new alternator. It's got a K&N intake. I don't like it very much. I'm probably gonna sell it and switch to an SMB. As you can see here, there's a little bit of dried coolant out there. That's normal. These caps do not seal the best. That's why everybody switches them to aftermarket. Yeah, it's got a rebuilt turbo. It looks brand new. And obviously the alternator looks brand new because it is brand new. And turbo looks perfect. It's rebuilt. Everything else looks pretty clean. Yeah, pretty clean engine overall. Obviously we got some weird looking wires over here. I have pods in the back. We'll get to them in a minute. But that weird wire, this one's done a lot better. I actually redid this one last night, but that one's a lot better than this one. I need to redo this one completely and put whole new pods back there because one of them actually doesn't work. But that wire is actually for the light bar. This light bar's alright. I think it's a cheap brand. It used to have condensation, a lot of condensation in it. It's actually gone away now. But it's not the brightest. It looks good. It looks good when it's on, but it's not the brightest. in my opinion. It's pretty good though. It does the job. By the job, I mean blinding people on the road. Yeah. Other than that, everything's good in here. Nothing. Never had a blown head gasket. Never had a head bolt stretch. So far, this thing. Eventually, this thing will be studded. I'm not gonna go balls to the wall and get this thing built or anything. The only thing I probably do after it's studded, deleted, and tuned. That's about it. It's really all I would ever need. I don't need 600-700 horsepower in this truck. I don't need that. I do use this truck, not as much anymore, but I do use this truck as a work truck. I got a bunch of tools and everything back here. I actually work for a pool place. I clean pools, I build pools, service pools, so that's why you'll see random pool stuff all over here. These are those pods I was talking about. I would assume they're a cheap brand too, because actually this one doesn't work. It used to work every once in a while, but it just quit. It hasn't worked in a long time now. It does have a fifth wheel in it. I would never use that because I don't use this truck really to tow anything. I've towed four-wheelers, that's about it. I definitely have done a burnout or two. On private property, of course. Because that would be illegal if I did it on public roads. Alright, we'll take a quick look at the interior here. Obviously, I said I do drive this truck. I do use this truck as a work truck. I actually am in college now, so that's why you see a backpack there. But these floor mats are very dirty, but they are nice Husky liner floor mats. This truck has 177,397 miles. I bought it with 164,000 on it. Yeah, I drive a lot. 5 months, I drive a lot. But the interior is pretty nice. He did have, the guy before me had some weird suction cup things right here. I guess he had a GPS. There's a hole right there, so I guess he had a GPS hardwired in. Plus there's random wires hanging out down there, so must have been what those are for. But yeah, this is a Lariat, you can see right there. Power seats, forward and backward, up and down. Backrest isn't powered. Lumbar, heated seats. I do definitely wish I got a crew cab. I mean, the extended cab looks good, but oh man, crew cabs look 100 times better. I mean, trust me, I love this truck, but crew cabs. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. 2007 Ford F-250 Lariat, extended cab, 4-wheel drive, 6.0 Powerstroke. Alrighty, I say now we get to some exhaust clips.